My name is Jackie Davis. I'm very pleased you're all able to be here with us, and I would like to ask you all to please rise for the national anthem. As I just mentioned, my name is Jackie Davis. And without any further ado, I'm pleased to introduce the principal of the Marie Curie School, Dr. Rodney Fisher.
Good evening, parents, invited guests, families, friends, staff, and most importantly, our class of 2014. On behalf of Marie Curie High School, I welcome you to our 7th commencement ceremony. Every Marie Curie ceremony is special. One aspect which makes our 7th commencement ceremony special is the number 7. Many of us know that the number 7 is a symbolic number. At this time, I will share with you some of its symbolic meaning as it may apply to you. So the number 7 is the seeker, truly a special occasion for us all. We know that it takes a village with support of community members to raise our children. So at this time, I want to acknowledge and commend the members of our community who have raised and educated our children and students at Marie Curie High School. At this time, may the parents and the guardians please stand to be acknowledged. I would like to commend you for your love, support, and your patience in raising your children, and I thank you for having them attend the Marie Curie High School. May the extended family and friends of the class of 2014 please stand. I would like to thank you for your assistance, care, and pushing these scholars in the right direction. May the staff of Marie Curie High School please stand. I'm biased in saying that we have the best staff at Marie Curie. Our staff goes above and beyond the call of duty. I would like to thank you for providing an engaging, rigorous education, as well as establishing positive relationships with our students that has now prepared them for post-secondary education. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, made the class of 2014. I would like to thank you for attending the Marie Curie High School. Your investment of time and effort has allowed you to progress over the past 4 years. And the relationships you have formed with each other will last a lifetime. In 10th grade, you were a full-fledged high school student coming into your own, having a voice, being outspoken at times, being a little sassy, smart with the mouth, thinking you know it all. However, you were learning a lot academically and becoming invested members within our school community. And some of you also started your internship programs. In 11th grade, a transition occurred where reality settled in and you started thinking more about your future with regards to college and careers. You took your SATs, ACT exams, you went on college tours, and had one-on-one conferences with Ms. Williams and Ms. Davis regarding your academic status. In 12th grade, one morning, you woke up in a panic. So since this is a family event, I'm going to say you said, "Oh snap, I'm a senior. How did I get here? I thought I was ready, but not really, so guess what? I'm going to do a little self-sabotage to slow the pace down. That means I'm going to come to school late, not handling all my assignments. Study just a little bit. One of the questions that should be at the forefront of your mind is, what is the meaning and purpose of my life now? Many of you know that you want to pursue a career in the medical and health professions. And some of you are not sure what you want to pursue, and that's okay. My advice to you is to ponder this question over the summer and continue to explore your life's meaning and purpose. As it becomes clearer to you, create some short-term and long-term goals, as well as an action plan on both. So throughout my adult, personal, and professional life, I referred to the book called The 4 Agreements, written by Mr. Don Miguel Lewis, to assist me with living my best life. The 4 Agreements are based on ancient Toltec wisdom, and at this time, I would like to share them with you as a parting gift. Agreement 1. Be impeccable with your word, for your word is a force. It is the power you have to express and communicate, to think, and thereby to create the events in your life. Agreement 2. Don't take anything personally. I know that's hard for many of us, but I'll say it again. Don't take anything personally. You have to trust yourself and choose to believe or not to believe what people say about you or not. When you really see other people as they are without taking it personally, you can never be hurt by what they say or do. Agreement 3. Don't make assumptions. The way you keep yourself from making assumptions is to ask questions. Make sure the communication is clear. If you don't understand, ask. Have the courage to ask questions until you are clear as you can be. And even then, do not assume you know all there is to know about a given situation. Also, find your voice to ask for what you want. Agreement 4. Always do your best. By doing your best, you're going to live your life intensely. You're going to be productive. You're going to be good to yourself because you will be giving yourself to your family, to your community, to everything. When you always do your best, you take action. Remember, education is an investment in your best self. Continue to be a student of life and a lifelong learner. Also know that the best way we learn is when we teach each other. So continue to share your knowledge with others. I want to wish you all the best in your personal and career endeavors throughout life's journey. Over the past 4 years, I have learned from you, which has helped me to be a better principal, a better leader, and overall better person. Always know that the Marie Curie High School for Medicine, Nursing, and Health Professions is your family. A home away from home, and we're here for you. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. First, I would like to thank all the staff, teachers, and family for being here on this special day. I would like to say to class of 2014, you finally made it. Congratulations. As president of the National Honor Society, I have prepared a speech. As I look back, this journey has been quite a roller coaster, but definitely a fun and worthwhile experience. High school has taught me that dedication and hard work leads to success. By us attending school daily, completing our work, and showing improvement makes us a prime example of how successful we have become, even those who couldn't be here today. We have worked hard to get to where we are, so I would like you to look to the person next to you and say, you did it. You did it. We all deserve this. Graduation happens once every 4 years or so, but this one is a very special one that we won't forget. We wouldn't be here in the first place without the caring, wonderful, and helpful teachers here at Marie Curie. Sometimes we have bad days and gave up on ourselves, but the teachers didn't. They pushed us even when we gave up and motivated us to do better when they saw us slacking. A new chapter is about to begin in our lives, college. I know everybody goes and plans are different, but graduating high school is only the first base, or should I say the first quarter. We should continue to strive and work towards our future because everyone has a bright future ahead. College is a whole different journey, which you would not get to experience if you do not try. The 4 years of high school went by fast within a blink of an eye. Seems like yesterday we just entered Marie Curie as freshmen, nervous and not expecting what high school to be. Remember back in 9th grade, we had advisory. We didn't know what advisory would be like because everyone was divided into different classes with different teachers. Advisory was our chance to relax from the books, meet new people, and express our feelings throughout the day. Advisory was really helpful because I completed unfinished assignments and I took advantage of that class. Along the way, we have grown. We have strived. We have made mistakes. We have learned. The most important thing is we have succeeded. This is not a dream anymore. This is reality. And I have faith that you could definitely be the class of 2018 in college. As I come to a conclusion, I would just like to say I have met wonderful friends and people along this journey. Sometimes you guys even pushed me when I needed that extra push. especially when I was doubting myself on the trigonometry reading, but you guys encouraged me to take it. Or even during the time during National Honor Society election, when I was not sure to run for president. But look at me today, and look at you. Class of 2014, we are here. And I would like to thank everyone in Marie Curie, and a special thanks to Jackie Davis. If it wasn't for her, all this wouldn't happen, and seeing you would not have been the best. I love you, and I love my class of 2014 peers. Go 2014! Turn down for what? Thank you.
Jennifer beat me to saying it. I was going to say that she left. Thank you so much, Jennifer. And now we'd like for Kimberly Na, the salutatorian of the class of 2014.
Your children and loved ones. First, let's get this straight in the least mean way. To all the teachers and students out there. Nah, my name is Nah, not oh Nana, what's my name? Or as Del Caldwell put it, you matter nah, oh wait, because you're always nah. Those jokes will forever stay with me. To the class of 2014, we made it! Can we all give a round of applause to these beautiful graduates? Has been filled with starvation, procrastination, and above all, sleep deprivation. I know the AP classes can vouch for that. Over the last 4 years, I've learned who to go to for help and who to confide in. But most importantly, I've learned that academics aren't everything. Now, don't quote me on that, especially since it's been like the Hunger Games since September for the salutatorian spot. What I really mean is to have fun. Intelligence is a good characteristic to have. But you don't have to be any intelligent than the next person. Intelligence should never be a competition. Do the best you ultimately can, and you will surely succeed. Do what your heart desires, and do not let your past dictate your future. The beautiful Lupita Nyong'o eloquently said, no matter where you're from, your dreams are valid. I would personally like to thank my family for realizing the validity of my dreams, for supporting me in all my academic endeavors, and for bearing those everyday nights where I will stay up until 2 a.m. working. Thank you to all my friends for making every monotonous task something special. Thank you to my best friend for all your love. Thank you to Mr. Fisher, Mr. Singh, Ms. Williams, and all the teachers. But most importantly, to Ms. Davis, to whom in which I constantly bothered over the Christmas break with sending in my college applications. But I got into Binghamton, didn't I? If there's one thing I'm taking away from high school, it is that selflessly helping others is the best thing in life that you can do. 4 years ago, I would have never thought about doing community service, but being in the Student Government Association has prompted me to move out of my dull comfort zone and into brighter horizons. I acquired anemia in 2011, which affected my body temperature and sleeping patterns, as if I don't sleep regularly now without the naps I'm taking. Although my sickness was just a result of an iron deficiency, I garnered great sympathy for those with greater and incurable diseases and blood sicknesses. So when Mr. Childs told SGA that we would be hosting the first ever Marie Curie blood drive, I was beyond happy. I love to see my friends and teachers donate to support a greater cause. It does not matter what others may think of you when you show chivalry. Do not let anyone stop you from doing good deeds. Start your own organization. Join an existing one. Give advice, tutor, and be a lending hand. And while I will really miss the free school mention cards, I will miss you more, class of 2014.
So much, Kimberly. And now we have I think this is one of the most lovely parts of a graduation ceremony, when we can acknowledge many different seniors for many different things. It also means that a lot of stuff will be moving around. So pause for one moment while we move some stuff around. Jessica Anand. And now I'll ask Mr. Turner to step forward.
This award is the Blanche Schwartz Special Award for Special Children for Ileana Gonzalez.
This next award is from the Council of School Supervisors and Administrators of the City of New York. It is the Student Leadership Award, and it is recognizing a student with outstanding leadership on the occasion of her graduation. This award goes to Alexandrina Simon. The Chancellor every year allows the schools to select several students to honor for various strengths that they have. So tonight we will be honoring, I believe she's not here, Ashley Montero for visual art. This is the Chancellor's Honor Roll. We will also acknowledge Mustafa Kamara. For perfect 100%, even came the day after prom, attendance, this award goes to Isaac CHUKWUNENYE EJIOGU. There's no speech that goes along with this award, so we'll keep moving. This next award is for academics and scholarship. This goes to Odalis Gutierrez. For journalism, this award goes to Shanna K. Griffith. And now I will ask, congratulations. And now I will ask Priscilla Amoka to step to the stage.
In recognition from the Montefiore Community Center, we would like to recognize these three special students for a $500 scholarship in recognition of her well-bound, college-rounded, academic efforts, community involvement, and overall involvement within her school, and anything you ask her to do. I would like to recognize Jennifer Kufor. Next scholarship goes to a student who has shown most improvement. She has dramatically brought up her grades throughout the school year, and in recognition of the $250 scholarship from the Montefiore Community Center, I would like to recognize Brittany Carpenter. Last but not least, our next $250 scholarship goes to a student who every single day is in my office. Do you need help? What do you want me to do? I'm available. Use me. Goes to Abnasa Wachuchu.
And I'd like to now ask Ms. Olivares, representative from Councilmember Andrew Cohen's office, to please step forward.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. Good evening, everyone. Principal Fisher, students, teachers, administrations, their families, and distinguished guests. My name is Allison Olivares, and I am a representative for New York City Councilmember Andrew Cohen, who unfortunately could not be here tonight. This was the most awesome awesome graduation that I've ever been to. So give yourselves a round of applause. So every year, the council member, Cohen, gives a unique award to a unique student, and it's the Citizenship Award, shown academic excellence in their studies and have been an active member of their community. Tonight, it is my honor to present this award to Kimberly Na. Congratulations, class of 2014, and my advice to you is, college ain't that bad.
And I'd like Mr. Childs to please step forward.
Tonight I'm very happy and proud to present the award, the Department of Education, the City Government Certificate of Recognition to reference. I'm also presenting this award to Kimberly Na. I'm also proud to present the award for Outstanding Citizenship, Service, and Leadership in the Student Government Association to J.D. Morera.
Mr. Cates, will you please step to the microphone?
It's my pleasure to present this award, which is given by the Department of Education of the City of New York to a student who is exceptionally talented in the field of English language arts. And this student is exceptional. This student receives the Hackett Medal, which is a certificate and also a medal. And this student is Unique Duran. The United Federation of Teachers chapter at Marie Curie High School has an award that it presents for students who have distinguished themselves for academic service to other students in our school. And this award also comes with a medal, and it goes to Jessica Anand. The UFT, the United Federation of Teachers chapter at Marie Curie High School, also has a certificate that we award for outstanding service. It is also with a medal, and it goes to Nicolene Morgan.
Legislature every year votes to appropriate specific funds, and some of those funds are used, they are designated to honor exceptional students in our high schools. And this year we are very excited to have 4 nominees. These scholarships are awarded tentatively, as I said, pending the appropriation of the funds for the 2014 session, but these students will be receiving scholarships. The first 3 students will be receiving $500 towards their higher education, and the final student will be receiving $1,500 towards her education. and the first three students are Shannon Griffiths, Kimberly Na, and Reshma Suku. And our final awardee is Odalis Gutierrez. This is the first year that we have really been able to embrace the offering of PSAL sports at the Marie Curie School, and we are really excited to be able to acknowledge one of our seniors for participating in the PSAL, and this is called the Louisa Wingate Underhill Certificate, and there is a medal as well. I think it may have gotten separated from, we'll connect them soon, for outstanding achievements in athletics, good health, academic standing, character, leadership, sportsmanship, and school service. This award is for Jennifer Kapoor. And now we turn to awards, two final awards from the city. The Council of the City of New York acknowledges specific students for demonstrating academic excellence and commitment to public service in the City of New York. And our two honorees this evening are Jennifer Kapoor and Sabrina Ira. And now we will acknowledge our students within house. These are our Marie Curie Outstanding Achievement Awards in various subject areas. And the first subject area is art. And in this area, we acknowledge the excellence that Sabrina Ira and Ashley Montero have shown. She missed the day after prom, but she had pretty darn awesome attendance. For excellent attendance, with a 99% attendance rate this school year, Grace O'Toole. Mr. Cates, if you could rejoin us up here.
These two awards are for excellence in English language arts, and these two students shined in the advanced placement English class and shined in their 11th grade English class and in their 10th grade English class and their 9th grade English class. These awards go to Jennifer Carino and Jasleen Reyes.
If you could please step to the microphone, our school librarian.
Okay, this certificate of recognition, actually the next two people, are also people who helped me in the library. The first is excellence in music for CHUKWUNENYE. And the second, also for excellence in music, Cynthia Eisenwata. The next certificate of recognition is for excellence in foreign language, and that is for Jennifer Kapoor. And also for excellence in foreign language, Herminda Rodriguez.
who excelled in math, but also recognizes their hard work and perseverance. And this award goes to, I don't want to make a mistake, Mustafa Kamara and Rashmi.
Mr. Del Calvo, will you please step to the stage?
So first we have an award in science, although I am not in that department, I will speak for them. And it goes to Desiree Soriano. Our second excellence in science goes to Yandra Vargas. All right, now we're back in my wheelhouse in social studies. So we have one excellent student, always at everything on time. It's really just a wonderful person in the classroom. Chelsea Melvin. And also, although she rarely spoke, but provided us with amazing work, and her writing improved a whole lot throughout the year, we have Samantha Rodriguez.
Sometimes awards are so great they don't even make it on the program, and that's what this one is. This is the controller of the City of New York's Student Achievement Award in recognition of outstanding contributions to their community, Tashika Maina and Reshma Sakul. The Council of School Supervisors and Administrators of the City of New York also acknowledges the fact that, quite literally, these people wouldn't be on the stage if it weren't for their parents. And in recognition of outstanding leadership and devotion to the children of our school, this award goes to Jomira Coriano, the mother of Kiara Underwood. And our final two awards are for the students who have shown the most dedication to their studies throughout their high school careers, garnering them the qualification of being called the salutatorian and the valedictorians of the class of 2014. So the salutatorian for the 2014 graduating class of Marie Curie School is Kimberly Nam. And the valedictorian of the 2014 graduating class of Marie Curie School, Odalis Gutierrez. And with that, we will now invite Odalis back, because it's been so long since she's been up here, so that she can share some of her wisdom with us. Odalis Gutierrez, valedictorian, class of 2014.
Good evening, parents, teachers, and my fellow classmates of 2014. It is a privilege to speak in front of you all today. I would like to first thank everyone that has supported us throughout the past 4 years. On behalf of the class, I would like to thank the teachers and school staff. You have continuously helped us in our schoolwork, either by giving us your extra time or providing us with the proper resources. You have encouraged us to achieve what was beyond expected. And I would like to thank you for that. I would also like to thank our families for being our supporters where we needed it most, outside of school. You have sincerely cared for us for all of our lives, at times even worried when we did not get enough sleep. Your unconditional love is the reason why we are sitting here today. Thank you for everything. Well, fellow classmates, we should be proud of ourselves. We have accomplished so much in this year alone that I can't even imagine all of our achievements throughout our entire high school career. Let's be honest. Underneath the sleepless nights and countless exams were students with an insatiable thirst for success. I think we can all agree that the desire to succeed has yet to be fulfilled. As a matter of fact, it has only begun. I remember studying for 3 exams during May in our junior year and contemplated of what success really looked like. When junior year ended, I looked back at all the work I had done and realized that completing the assignments was a success in itself. Looking back, I realized that we have done the schoolwork. We have all succeeded. Looking around, I see people who are determined to become outstanding members of society and have the courage to pursue their ambitions. People who do not simply dream, but rather plan their goals and live by them. We possess the tools to achieve anything. For example, some of us have gained certifications through internships. Others have managed to get a job while still being in school. I can assure you that we did not achieve any of those by simply staying home and waiting for the opportunities to be handed to us. We used our talents in order to help ourselves. I know that we have learned so much from Mary Curie, but now it is time for us to take what we have learned and apply it to our future schools. Whether we are attending a school only a couple of blocks away from Mary Curie, or even overseas, we have the capacity to succeed and positively impact the people that will surround us. But we must never forget the friendships we made and the people who have helped us get this far. Congratulations, class of 2014. Now I wish you
Let's give another round of applause to our salutatorian and our valedictorian. Honor of presenting one of the most distinguished keynote speakers we've had thus far at our commencement ceremonies. His name is Dr. Admiral Ponte. So I had a chance for the past few days to kind of get to know him through his work and through his information online. And all I can tell you is this doctor is a true testament of giving back to the community in which he serves, which is primarily minority and underserved communities. So I'm going to try to condense his greatness in a few short kind of paragraphs. Puerto Rican parents. He attended the public school system of New York City, such as myself, and in 1986 was admitted to City College of the City University of New York, where in 1990 he graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Biology. In 1990, he was admitted to the Mount Sinai School of Medicine in New York City and received his medical degree. Dr. Ponte did a 3-year residency in pediatrics at the Mount Sinai Hospital, which he completed in 1997. Upon completion of his residency training, he began working with the Children's Aid Society. There, Dr. Ponte worked with a foster care population and became knowledgeable about the social and health issues faced by this group. Dr. Aponte maintained his academic appointment at the Mount Sinai Hospital and the School of Medicine, and in 1988 was appointed Associate Director of Minority Affairs, now Associate Director for Recruitment and Retention. In this capacity, he was responsible for the recruitment and retention of minority medical students to the school, as well as helping in the recruitment of house staff and faculty. In May 2000, Dr. Aponte was appointed Chair of Pediatrics for North General Hospital, located in New York City. In this capacity, he was responsible for developing innovative programs to boost the care received by children in East and Central Harlem neighborhoods. There's more. In January 2002, Dr. Aponte created and was appointed Chairman of the Ambulatory Care Department of North Central Hospital. In this capacity, Dr. Aponte was responsible for overseeing all outpatient medical, pediatric, and surgical services for the hospital. Clinically, Dr. Aponte has focused on teaching his patients and parents how to attain and maintain healthy lifestyles choices from early on in life. In order to expand his reach, Dr. Aponte began a session called Medical Mondays with Dr. Aponte, which was broadcast on the local New York radio station, Hot 97. Dr. Aponte would take calls from listeners regarding health issues and providing information on preventive health measures, as well as advising young listeners on how to be successful and perhaps one day become physicians themselves. In December of 2008, Dr. Aponte was named Medical Director at the Brownsville Community Development Corporation, an Article 28 licensed federally qualified health center serving the Brownsville community in Brooklyn, New York. Most recently, in October 2010, Dr. Aponte resigned from his position at Mount Sinai and was appointed Assistant Dean for Diversity and Inclusion at the newly created Hofstra North Shore LIJ School of Medicine. In this role, he has been responsible for the recruitment and retention of a diverse student body to the medical school and has helped develop and implement pipeline programs. In October 2012, he resigned from his position as Medical Director at Brownsville and now serves as Director for Diversity within the North Shore LIJ Health System, working to increase the diversity of healthcare workforce, which is his second professional passion. He is currently working with all clinical departments within NSLIJ Health System to help them understand the value of diversity, inclusion, cultural competency, and health literacy and improving healthcare outcomes for all populations, but also the value of medicine to improve innovation and achieve excellence in healthcare. Dr. Aponte constantly challenges his colleagues to reach back into underserved and minority communities to serve as role models and mentors to ensure that others attain their full potential and reach their life dreams as he has. Without further ado, I'd like to bring to the podium Dr. Adam Aponte.
You guys want to go home, right? So good evening. I was like 5 people, and I see like 500 here. Good evening. That's what's up. Of course, I gotta say what's up to my Latinos. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
I'm in the Bronx, so I gotta say what's up. So I'm very honored to be here today. I kind of feel funny because I really have nothing to say to you. What I want to say is to you guys. But I don't want to turn my back on the audience. I'm going to try to flip this a little bit, but I'm really excited to be here with you tonight to learn more about your school. I just learning more about Marie Curie School. And so when I came and I was invited to speak tonight, as I'm invited to speak at different places, I always think about what is it that I want to sort of impart upon you. What can I share with you as you launch into the next part of your journey that's going to help you on that journey? Half of you are not even listening to me right now, so I probably can say anything I want. Most of you are thinking about what's going to happen tonight, parties and all this other stuff. I feel you. And I think back at my high school graduation, I don't even remember what the guy said. And did he say anything relevant? Did it help me today? Probably not. But I'm going to try this anyway and make an attempt. And part of what I want to share with you today is a little bit about my journey. So So you heard about from Principal Fisher, kind of some of the stuff that I've done, but I want to sort of dig a little deeper and share with you a little bit of my journey. A journey that's probably very familiar to many of you in this room, right? A journey of, growing up in East Harlem, New York. Anybody from East Harlem? One, two, okay. My parents, as I said, came from Puerto Rico, where my buddy was at. And like many of you, my parents came here with that dream, right? That dream of doing something better for their children. My father had a 4th grade education, my mother had a 6th grade education. Education wasn't highly valued, unfortunately. Anybody who's familiar with Latino households know that, when your father is gone from the house, you become the man of the house. And my father lost his father at a very young age. At 9 years old, he was pulled out of school and told he had to work to help support the family. And my mother was raised as that typical Latina mother, where housework, taking care of the family, cooking, cleaning, were the things that they put a lot of value in. Obviously, they thought differently as they've gotten older, but that's tradition. That's the culture they grew up in. And so we grew up in this neighborhood in East Harlem. Thought that I would become a physician. Society doesn't think that this Puerto Rican kid from East Harlem is going to be a physician. I often joke that many people thought I would go into the pharmaceutical industry, but perhaps not to the way that I was planning to go into the pharmaceutical industry. And so I had this daring dream of becoming a physician, and it's a sort of a long story about dreaming that big, because when you're in a society that reflects and tells you that's not tangible, when you live in your neighborhood and there's no doctors as role models, how do you dare to dream that big? How do you achieve those dreams? How do you think about going there? How do you even navigate that? Principal Fisher and I were talking earlier today as we were coming down, and these are a bright group of students here. And many of them need is just a light. All we need to do is shine that light. And many of my friends who were very smart, some of them smarter than me, did not achieve success, not because they weren't smart, because someone didn't invest in them, because someone didn't shine that light. And I was very fortunate, I was very determined, I was very passionate. I was maybe also kind of, wanted to buck society. I was like, oh yeah, you got to do this? Watch what I do. And despite obstacles, despite challenges, having to work since I was 10 years old, literally having my own job, because, as I said, we were 7, so I was number 6. So you can imagine what the clothes looked like by the time they got to me, in terms of hand-me-downs. And it wasn't fun sharing one bicycle between 7 of us. So those things kind of drove me, is the fact that society felt that, a kid like this could not achieve that. Did I have doubts? Of course we do. We all have doubts as we go. And one of the great things about seeing this graduation ceremony in general, the high school graduation ceremonies and the high school graduation rates are increasing in our city. And that's a great thing to see. In schools like this, they put a lot of investment in a small group of individuals that make that a success. So I applaud the principal and his team for really working with you. And what's more important is that we're graduating more kids of color, right? And that's really important. And so this is a school that's focused on the health profession. This is a school that is encouraging you to go with the health profession. So by raising, show of hands, how many of you will be doctors? Raise your hand. Okay? How many of you will be nurses? Nurse practitioners? Psychiatrists? Psychologists? So there's a whole series of careers within the health profession that you've learned about. And notice what I said to you. I didn't say want to be. I said will be. And the reason I say that to you is because you need to see yourself in that light. For you to achieve the success that you want to, you have to see that success yourself. I can't believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. And so it starts with you. And what you need to do is surround yourself, continue to surround yourself with those individuals who support you. Those individuals who push you forward. Seek them out. Right? Seek advice, accept advice. And I know as high school students, as Dr. Fisher mentioned earlier, sometimes it's hard to take advice. I was a little hard-headed when I was a high school student as well. But it worked out, right? So seek that advice and seek that guidance. And know that there's going to be challenges along the way. It's not the smoothest ride all the time. Right? And so if I'm keeping it real, I'm keeping it 100 with you guys, I would profess to this audience that in college, while I was working 35 hours a week, I got a D in physics. So I'm not proud of that D, I'm not sharing with you because, you know, it's something that I boast about, but it's something that's real. And I think it's very important for our students to hear real stuff, real life. This stuff happens. You're working 35 hours a week, you're taking physics, you're taking organic chemistry, you're the first in your family to navigate and go into college. I have to figure stuff out. You know, I took physics too, I got my B+, and it was good. But I didn't allow that D in physics to determine my fate. And had I been a person of weaker character, had I listened to what some of my advisors said, oh, you can't go to medical school with a D, I wouldn't be here today. So I didn't let that D get in my way. And by the way, just a fast forward, in medical school, I got a D as well, an MD. So that D didn't stop me from achieving my So the journey sometimes is challenging, right? But the hard work, the dedication, the passion pays off. And I'm a testament to that. You guys will be a testament to that as well. We're counting on you. We need you in the health profession. So part of the work that I do, besides working in underserved communities, is working on diversity and the value of diversity. And I know as a young kid going to the hospitals in East Harlem, when I went to the emergency room with my mother, and I had to serve as the interpreter as an 8, 9, 10-year-old child, I knew my mother wasn't getting the best care possible. Because there's no way that my mother's going to share intimate details about her illness to her 8, 9, 10-year-old child. Right? And so as we look at the healthcare workforce, it struck me, my first day of medical school, Mount Sinai, located in East Harlem, that's in the hood. I don't care what they want to talk about with their Fifth Avenue address. They're in the hood, okay? 10029, East Harlem. And as I walk into that school, having gone to public school in my life, went to City College as well, and being in a very diverse environment, it struck me the lack of diversity. There was only 5. And I know when I walk into an exam room and I talk to a patient and I say, hola, ¿cómo está? Yo soy doctor Aponte, they open up, right? They connect. I say, no, I know. So those kinds of things are very important to us. But again, in the spirit of achieving excellence, let's think about how you achieve excellence. Right? The more diverse we are, the more that we can add to that sort of thought process. Right? And financial advisors, one of the first things that they tell you is diversify your portfolio. And the reason they tell you that is because you take all your money and you invest it in one company, and that company tanks, what happens? You're broke. So you put a little money in everything. So you diversify that so you have a better return, including a little money under your mattress, because we still do that, right? And so when you think about health education, you think about any industry, if we want to achieve that diversity, then we have to be more diverse. So my colleagues, my fellow physicians, my fellow nurses, everyone on that team has to be more diverse. And so this is why schools like this are very important, to plant that seed in individuals like you and show you that we need you in that health profession. And when we are as diverse as the population that we serve, then we will achieve excellence. Then we will be able to address those things that we call health disparities, where individuals, have different outcomes for the same disease, even though they have equal access to the same hospital. Those are some of the issues that we need your help with. We're confident that you can do it. The future is bright, and it's right there within your grasp. But remember, it does take hard work. And regardless of what you want to achieve, that is the remedy to success. That is the key to success. Hard work, dedication, passion, those things will make you successful no matter what. And if you put all those things together, make those little sacrifices, and sometimes you can't go to that party, sometimes you can't do some of those things that you wanted to because you got to work, it pays off. And so today I stand before you, not a Puerto Rican, for sure. I'm good, right? And I didn't do this for the money, but it's nice to know when you work hard and you're successful that people pay you to do what you love. And that's where I am right now. People pay me to do the stuff that I love to do anyway. I've never worked a day in my life because everything that I enjoy. The passion I have for taking care of underserved patients, the passion I have for working with students like yourself and helping shine that light. So to shine that light to your success, I wish you all the best. I want you to dream big. It's free. To the parents, supporting them along the way, even though when some of the decisions are not right. And I'm a parent of 2 teenagers as well, and a pediatrician. Being a pediatrician did not help at all. Trust me. I thought it helped, but it helped other families and it didn't help mine. And sometimes we have to let them stumble, but we're always there to pick them up. So continue being there to pick them up, wishing them success. I look forward to seeing your applications to medical school for those of you who have applied. join you this evening in celebrating with you. This is a celebration for all of us because your success is the success of the community, and we wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. And now I'm going to ask that we all get ready to look back on our memories. I'm going to ask that the students just turn where you are. Thank you. Don't get up. Thank you, Randy. Thank you. Don't get up. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the street, if you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out where they go, but we are called to help our friends in need. You can't follow me, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can. 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do all day. If you toss and if you turn and if you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me, 9, 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. 9, 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do all day. waiting for. I have been working with the 12th graders for several years now, as I mentioned earlier. And while some days I think, you know, the only thing that unifies this group is when they start talking about things that annoy them about high school, I think the thing that I think about the class of 2014 and that I can think of example after example of is times when you have taken care of each other. When it was time for you to vote on who was most likely to cheer you up for the yearbook, you voted for 56 different people. Wow. You care about each other. You support each other in completely different ways. Like when you started to cry when you found out one of your peers passed a necessary regents. Like when you nag a friend to go to Regents Prep, finish Mr. Del Cavo's project, or just actually show up to school. You dragged each other in to see me if you knew a friend had an issue. You dragged each other in to see Priscilla if you knew there were issues with your friend's college applications or their financial aid. What I really like about you, class of 2014, and what I'm going to miss about you is this way of caring for each other. You mothered and you little brothered each other. You nurtured and you needled. The world needs you. And don't get too full of yourself, because yeah, the world needs a lot of people who are going to hug and check in on someone and pay attention to someone who's sick or elderly or just in need. And it needs people who are going to cajole others to do the right thing, to take advantage of opportunities, to seize the moment, you know, all this. But you also need the world. You need this huge web of people who care about you and drive you crazy, and you drive them crazy. You are part of an incredible fabric. Your little stitch holds this together. You need mentors, you need people to take care of you, make you coffee after you stay up all night studying, people to show you other ways to do things, people to ask you, how do you get the answer you just got? And you probably are aware of this. The world has a pretty long list of problems right now. We've got healthcare disparities, incredibly high poverty rates in the Bronx, we've insanely expensive higher education, woo, yay, among other problems. And every day we have to live our lives to make the world better. So maybe we're nudging a friend who's still in high school to avoid some of our own mistakes. Maybe we're tutoring in middle school. Maybe we're taking care of our own health. Maybe we're standing up for someone who's voiceless, even if it means going against our friends or our family in that moment. Because the world needs you. And you need the world. So I can't wait to cheer you guys on for the next chapters of your lives. You are going to touch so many people. Your fabric is going to be that much more intricate and beautiful because you will explore and challenge yourselves, and undoubtedly because you will care. Thank you, class of 2014. Hashtag friends don't let friends not graduate. Jessica Anand. Odalis Gutierrez. CHUKWUNENYE EJIOGU. Sabrina Polutan Ira. Abina Surwa Tutu. Brittany Carpenter. Kimberly Na. Desiree Soriano. Cynthia Eisenwater. Nicolee Morgan. Jennifer Kufor. Alexandrina Simon. Ileana Gonzalez. Mustafa Kamara. J.D. Marrero. Reshma Saku. Sian Barton. Tashika Mana. Eurasia Bryan. Unique Duran. Shayla Richardson. Dejanay Brown. Jennifer Carino. Tiffany Chun. Samantha Rodriguez. Kayleen Frias. Leandra Vargas. Onaluka Chukwu Hayome. Chelsea Melvin. Sonia Zarama. Nafisa Kramati. Samantha Cuevas. Delilah Gonzalez. Grace Otun. Sibel Chapinson. Patience Ba. Stephanie Sarah. Dulce Minier. Erminda Rodriguez. Gwendolyn Salvador. Jamie Ann King. Ashley Rivera. Khadija Gumani. Jennifer Mitchell. Dalia Sosa. Yasmin Pires. Jasmine Reyes. Selena Garcia. Shannon K. Griffith. Judith Nunez. Deanna Flores. Cindy Lanaverde. Maricarmen Perez. Carla Vilches. Helga Marie Rolon. Fatih Ahmed Musa. Christabel Cruz. Christina Castillo. Kiara Underwood. Tia Byron. Shafraz Mohammed. Elizabeth Delgado. Dejanay Reed. Renaya Tucker. Alondra Gomez. Natasha Medina. Pablo Herbaez. Brandon Minaya. Ajani Jameson. Haley Johnson. Jessica Almonte. Curtis Archibald. Amber Miller. Geraldine Pizzini.
Are you ready? All right. Our time has come. Your time. Our time and their time. So, just a few quick public announcements before we put closure to this. Is that we have to ensure that all the graduates leave out first before our illustrious audience leaves. So please give them respect to leave first before you exit out. Students, as I pronounce you graduates in a few, you cannot throw your hats up in the air, okay? So you're going to have to make it seem like you're going to do that, but it affects the lighting, so don't throw them up there, right? Because we want to come back. So, on that note, graduates, I'll ask you to stand. Student graduates. I am going to ask you to turn your tassels to the other side. And on behalf of the New York State Department of Education, I pronounce you the graduating class of 2014 High School. Congratulations! Thank you again for coming to our seventh commencement ceremony. Have a great evening, have a great summer, and enjoy life after high school. So thank you very much. Have a great